Then again, Sky was another like huge leap. I learnt how to harness my inner calm. An inner calm in a situation of uncertainty, particularly when there was breaking news. Because, of course, we had scripts written, but when there was breaking news, and bearing in mind Sky News is first for breaking news, that was, possibly still is, its strapline, I had to find a system whereby when breaking news was happening, how did I deal with that? Because at any given time, a producer could say to me in my ear, whilst I'm reading a story or whilst a package is playing, a producer could say, Marverine, this news is just broken. There has been an earthquake in Italy. Please check the wires. So I would look down at my screen in my desk. Please check the wires. Have you found all the information you need to find, sketchy as it is, on those news wires? A. Are you ready to break that news? B. And the producer will say, I want to break that news in the next 30 seconds. Are you okay with that? I go, yes. And then how do you stay calm without going, oh? I learnt that. I found a personal coping mechanism. It sounds weird. Basically, I felt like calm was there and I had to kind of grab it and pull it close to me and go, I need you right now. I can't show that I am, slightly scared about this breaking news and the fact that it initially reports, and this was a real situation, it was Aquila, an earthquake, might have been 2008, 2009, happened whilst I was on air. And the initial reports were that it was devastating, lots of loss of life. So inside, I was anyway, and I'm sure other newsreaders feel this too when a big breaking story happens. You kind of think, oh my God, loss of life, what the hell's happened? And your own brain's almost trying to figure out this hideous, tragic situation that's unfolding. But what you've got to do is shut down and not reflect any emotion. That's what news is about. But tell the facts as you know it, as they're unfolding. Big skill. And so second to that, I learnt to be prepared and to help myself, generally on news stories. My biggest ever baptism of fire was my second ever live news reading shift for World News and Business Report at Sky. I was working with a new producer, who's quite new to that role. There was a UN Security Council meeting live in New York, and off the back of it then, I was told I would have to interview the British ambassador live on Sky. I was totally unprepared for it because I didn't keep across the story. That's one thing you learn. You keep across every story that's happening, whether you're in work or not, and try and remember all the developments that you can. And if you're genuinely interested in news, you're going to remember. And my producer basically dumped about 5 pages of PA copy on my autocue. And then you realise there's no point in even trying to read the autocue because clearly this is not something that someone has distilled and written. It's a lot of PA newswires. Reams and reams and reams of it. So obviously I had to just let go of the fact that I really wanted to read an autocue and go, this is breaking news. I've got to think of questions off the top of my head to interview this guy. And just freewheel it, just deal with it. So that was a baptism of fire. Be prepared for anything. In terms of helping yourself, again, double check, triple check scripts, spellings, pronunciations with the producer. Read everything out loud. Some people don't do that. Some presenters don't do that. Maybe they've been doing it for years and they don't have to. If you're new to it, read that script out loud. Because you need to check whether or not it's something you can say, something you can pronounce if the sentence is too long, and rectify that before you sit in that chair. I also obviously learnt to be very quick thinking. Of course, as I mentioned, I had to interview this ambassador off the top of my head. Producer had the chance to feed me a couple of questions, but when you have an open-ended interview where you are not given a time limit on it and you just have to keep talking and keep asking questions, then you learn how to interview and how to just let a conversation flow, follow the conversation, pick up questions from your guests' answers and just keep going. Be quick thinking. I learnt that. Next question. You've been working at QVC as a presenter since 2013. What does a typical day involve for you, and what has your current post taught to you? Okay, for a bit of context, if you don't know QVC, it's Britain's biggest shopping channel. It's been on air 22 years. It is highly profitable. We sell a lot of brands, big brands like Samsung, Apple, Miele, Dyson, lots of fashion, lots of jewellery, lots of makeup, lots of beauty, lots of skincare. Big brands like Elemis, Declior, Gatineau, Benefit, Bobbi Brown. Basically, on a scale of trust, we have for the last 3 years at least been in the top 5 trusted brands alongside the likes of Amazon, John Lewis and so on. We are pretty much like a department store without a physical store for you to go into. Yeah, I think there's an outlet store in Shrewsbury, but it's an outlet store. We're basically a department store without the store. Our store is on your screen, so you can find it on TV, online, on an app, and we give live demonstrations of everything we sell. People trust us. We have amazing customer service, you name it. Anyway, QVC is very different to any other type of presenting. I have to freewheel, as I like to call it. There is no script. There is no auto cue. I'm fully prepared. I know what show I'm doing. I know, 3 or 4 weeks in advance whether or not I've got a Dyson show. I know my running order a couple of days before. I know exactly what is in that show, what I've got to sell. So that it's on me to research every item in that show so I know something about it, so that I ask sensible questions of our expert guests. Our expert guests are usually, for beauty, for fashion, they are stylists, they are beauty editors. It's probably someone from the brand, like often with Dyson, we will have a design engineer who works for Dyson, who maybe even helped design the vacuum cleaner or the hot and cool fan that we are selling, okay? Typical day, go in, double check my running orders, double check any messages from the buyers, I'll talk to my producer, I'll talk to my director, just check if there's anything I need to know about the shows. Of course, I will spend time with my expert presenter or my expert guests. If there are several of them, talk to them about the show, any concerns they've got, anything they want to tell me, anything they need me to ask them. And also, you've got to anchor that show. You've got to just learn how to, entertain for that hour as well as inform. You've recently launched Ready for TV. It's a coaching service for people interested in presenting, Of course it is. It's brilliant. So throughout my career, I didn't have anyone to turn to. I never had a mentor. I had a lot of questions about the industry. I didn't really know which way to go. I had no guidance. So the way that I got into the media was kind of a roundabout route. Here, there, do a bit here, do a bit there. Nothing wrong with doing that, but I always felt that it's a shame there was no one I could talk to, no shoulder I could cry on. And obviously since being in the industry, I've mentored a lot of people. I've been the shoulder to cry on for lots of people. And the reason I wanted to start Ready for TV is I wanted to be that person for you who definitely isn't your mum or dad or your boss from work rolling their eyes when they hear you talking about you wanting to be in the media. Again, it's not your family member going, they don't get it, or your friends going, they don't understand what it means, why you want to do this. And I'm definitely not the teacher or the lecturer who, they're paid to do a job. They're paid to teach you things, and they might not necessarily have recent industry experience, whereas I'm in it, I am doing it every day. And I'm honest with you, and I'm straight talking, and I've got a lot of experience in different areas to help you. Hence the video blog. And also then, if you want to go deeper, if you want more detailed advice, one-to-one, private, confidential, you can buy a mentoring session from me, whoever you are, wherever you are, what you're doing, whatever your aspirations are, whether you have no experience, whether you have some experience, whether it's TV, whether it's radio, whether it's broadcast journalism, or you feel you've got an expertise and you want to turn your hand to being an expert presenter, all of those things I can help you with. And also if you just want to just get into the media somehow and you want some ideas and some help, the mentoring is there for you too. And you'll also get a lot of value from the free videos. But if you want more private consultation, I'm here for you then. Advice to my younger self, or to anyone else who's looking to work in roles similar to those I've worked in through the years. Advice, okay. If you're passionate about the media, prove it. And there is a video I'll link to that is all about that I've done. Keep striving, never give up. Don't let the words and actions of vicious, unkind and ignorant people set you back. I really, truly believe that. Not going to psychoanalyze, but those people might be jealous. Jealous that you've got an idea or a direction or a vision for your life. Don't let them get in your way. Don't let them set you back. Also, learn fast. Write things down when people tell you things, okay? That's just like essential. Speak up when you feel you want more opportunities to learn something new. Be persistent. Be kind to everyone. And ideas are all around you, so keep your eyes and ears open. And that is for anybody who wants to work in any part of the media. Ideas are the lifeblood of this industry. If you don't have any, you probably won't last that long in the industry.